All right. Well, first, we have joining us the Chesapeake Bay Foundation. We have Brenda. She is the director of Major Giving, and I hear she brought some props with her. I'm anxious to see what we have going on here. Welcome, Brenda.
Oh, I apologize. I wasn't more prepared with my props, but I am ready now.
No, take your time. Take your time. How are you doing?
I'm well. How about yourself?
Wonderful. How's your give day going?
It is fantastic. I've enjoyed listening the first couple hours, and I'm so inspired by all the different organizations here in New York. It is just fantastic to hear what everyone is doing.
Well, we are thrilled to have you here.
Thank you.
GLY Live, sponsored by Kochman Insurance Group. So let's get into it. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your organization?
Sure. Well, I'm Brenda Siglitz. I'm the director of Major Giving for Pennsylvania for the Chesapeake Bay Foundation. Most people don't realize that the Chesapeake Bay Foundation actually does work in Pennsylvania. And I'm curious if you know the main body of water in Pennsylvania that flows into the Chesapeake Bay.
That is an excellent question.
It's my quiz for you. You didn't know you were getting quizzed, did you?
I didn't.
I'm sorry.
And I feel like I know the answer, but I feel like if I say it, it's going to be wrong. So why don't you enlighten us?
It's the Susquehanna River.
Fantastic. That is exactly what I was going to say.
Well, 50% of the fresh water that flows into the Chesapeake Bay actually comes directly from the Susquehanna River. And if you didn't realize, York County, a good chunk of the side of York County actually is adjacent to Susquehanna River. And right outside of Keystone Kids Space is the Cadorus, I believe. And so we're really excited to have our staff. Reese Goodland, actually, he works with farmers and landowners all across York County. He helps them get trees that actually go in this green tube. And we get so many questions about this green tube. I'm actually just going to look out here. Have you guys ever seen these green tubes when you've been driving around? Along roadways or streams. Have you noticed them along streams? Mr. Polo, I bet he has seen them along a stream.
Bob, have you seen these?
These green tubes. Yeah, on the water. So what's really cool is you plant a tree. This is a little elderberry cutting that I took from a bush this morning inside of the tree. And so this protects them from deer browse because deer look at trees as little lollipops. They just come along and they eat them. So what Reese does is he goes and he provides free trees and tree shelters to landowners across York County, especially those that have water along farms in particular, helping them to prevent soil and erosion going into streams like the Cadorus. And that helps clean up the water, keep it pristine and blue, so that it does not flow eventually into the Chesapeake Bay, because we really want clean water for crabs and oysters. And oysters are a really great clean water indicator. So whatever the trees don't get up here, the oysters actually filter down in the Chesapeake Bay, which is really awesome.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you for that in-depth explanation.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Do you have a question?
I do.
Sure.
What inspired you to join and help GIY?
Well, so I live just across the river outside of Marietta, and my husband has worked in York County for over 20 years. He just retired a couple years ago. And so we are very much York connected people. We love it over here. We cross the river frequently, which is always sort of an internal joke between York and Lancastrians. And so we are really passionate about bridging that divide, about making sure that work is known across the Susquehanna River region, because we really are a partnership of all of these counties working together, because waterways do not understand borders. They don't understand borders between counties, between regions. It's all flowing down to the Chesapeake Bay ultimately. So that's why we care about York and why we're passionate about it.
That's great.
So how will these funds raised today help your organization?
Sure. So Reese actually has some amazing upcoming events coming up that people can help volunteer at, but we do need funds to help make those events happen so that they can provide those free trees, those shelters, and also provide staff funding so that he can actually get the expertise to go out and help those staff. So we actually have some events coming up on May 2nd. That's just in a couple days in Littlestown. town. We also have one May 9th in Gettysburg and May 16th in Gettysburg. If you go onto our website, cbf.org, you can sign up to volunteer. And those funds provide staff time. They provide affordability for our staff to go out to the landowners, and they also go directly to these landowner projects. And not to mention, we have a whole environmental education team that canoes on Lake Redmond, that gets high school students out to learn about everything you just learned about today and more. They become student leaders. They get to go down to the Chesapeake Bay Island centers, and eventually they might become future educators or have future careers helping to provide clean water in communities like York City. So we're really passionate about it.
That.
Yeah.
That ties perfectly into the whole idea of PI and what we have going on here today with philanthropy and
Yes.
education and having these students here running the live stream.
I love it.
You know, the idea is that if we get them involved in philanthropy now, they might not be able to write those checks today, but they can give of their time and their talents, and eventually they will get involved, you know, serve on boards, serve on committees, and eventually be those check writers. So it sounds very, you know, similar to what we have going on here. So what a great program.
Thank you. We're so excited about it. We are actually celebrating our 40th year here in Pennsylvania doing the work. The environmental education program across Chesapeake Bay Foundation has been around for over 50 years, and Chesapeake Bay Foundation has been around for over 60. So it's a long time coming.
Yeah.
We have so many graduates. In fact, the president of our organization started as an educator. Our executive director was an intern. So the power of education fueling this movement for clean water is so important and vital to the success of the clean water story right here in York.
That is wonderful. Well, thank you so much for taking
Yes.
the time to join us here today and
Thank you.
participate and Give Local York.
Absolutely. And we'll be at York Revolution tonight. So come on out and see us on the concourse. It's just across the street from the Cadoras. Go Revs. And we're really excited. Hope they win. And we'll actually have our demonstration vehicle out there as well. You can come talk to us.
That's great. Well, we look forward to seeing you over at the Revs this evening.
Great.
But before you go, have
Yeah.
you heard about what we're doing with the Ripple Effect?
I have, and I'm so excited because we actually got to paddle a couple years ago with York Water Company on Lake Redmond, do some water sampling. So I'm excited to punch that thing out.
Yes. Well, let's do it.
Gently.
Let's do it. Go ahead and pick your spot.
Okay.
Shout out to the York Water Company for sponsoring.
Does it matter?
I'll be made at the front desk.
Any of these?
All right. Cups available, lots of creamer and sugar. Come on down. It may be strong. So on the side.
Yes.
Water.
$50.
Oh, $50.
Grab it while it's hot.
Wonderful. And we are going to cheers
you.
to that good York water.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, York Water
Cheers.
Company.
We also have a video that we're going to share from your organization.
Okay, great.
But again, we just want to thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
With that, we will cue the video.
Roll the video, then go to a 30-second break.
Perfect. Thank you guys. That was great.
The waterfalls on top of waterfalls on top of waterfalls that creates this beautiful gorge that is Cuffs Run that goes into the Susquehanna. I don't know if I've seen
Perfect.
anything
Thank
like that
you.
here in Pennsylvania, and it's just something that needs to be saved.
This is a phenomenal natural area, and this project is the wrong project, wrong place at the wrong time. And it will wipe out everything you see along that valley. It'll wipe out people's farmland, conservation lands, natural heritage lands. What we're going to do is make every effort we